this week's programme, we head to Shelburne Park for the President's Awards fundraiser and the quarterfinals of the Sporting Press Irish Oaks. Then it's on to Hyles Cross for the quarterfinals of the Vodafone Cuchulainn, and we finish up in Limerick for the semi-finals of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St Ledger.
A really exciting Wednesday night meeting here at Shelburne Park, all in aid of the President's Goshka Awards. Great night's racing in prospect, but also a hell of a good crowd, and the man who was organising the whole thing, Pascal Taggart. Pascal, just tell me a little bit about the Goshka Awards and this meeting.
Well, Michael, this is the second time in 3 years we've done it. As you're aware, Greyhound Racing does hundreds of thousands, millions of pounds for charities each year, from GAA clubs to hockey clubs to cricket clubs. This is the Goshka Awards, which is the President's Awards. Peculiarly enough, it's exactly the same as the Duke of Edinburgh Awards, which exists in the UK. And it allows young people to test themselves, to do good deeds, to test themselves physically. And the money we raise here tonight goes to these underprivileged people who take on these awards to get a medal. They start off with a bronze medal, they work to a silver medal, and then they work to a gold medal. And some of these people might be the only achievement they ever have, and it gives them great satisfaction because they actually get a certificate, they get a medal, and they achieve something. And their whole community benefits. They could go to the hospice and work for 4 weeks. They could go do anything. And it's a way of improving the lives of people who don't have very much. So we're delighted to be involved in it. The Greyhound people, as usual, will make over 100,000. They've been very, very, very generous, as they always are. And you were generous yourself.
The night started off with a visit to the Áras an Uachtaráin, where the President herself received you all.
Absolutely. We had a visit up there. I mean, it's a very open house because all charities go up there, but we were up there tonight. We had a magnificent time, lovely speech, and it's just a fantastic event, you know, and we as a Greyhound industry are delighted to be associated with it. It's very prestigious for us.
Backing any winners?
No.
What's new? Yeah. Well, folks, he's backing a winner on the track because this is a marvellous night here. And now let's join a bit of the action and the Jervis Street Shopping Centre Open 525.
Hair running now for the Jervis Street Shopping Centre Open 525. 1 Shimone, 2 team captain, 3 Cathundadino, 4 is 4 Dubs, 5 Balboa and 6 Domestic Lark. Hair coming up behind traps now for this one. And away they go in a fast start by Trap 4. 4 Dubs leads to the opening turn from in second spot 5. That's Balboa. Then comes 2 team captain around the opening 2 bends, and it's 4 Dubs leads him into the back, but 2 team captain hot on his heels in second. Then comes 5 Balboa down to the third bend. It's 4 Dubs leads, but here comes 2 team captain on his inside round the third bend. 2 team captain 4 Dubs. Then comes 5 Balboa bumping between the front 2 and 4 Dubs leads him into the home straight. Here comes 2 team captain on his outside coming to line. It's desperately close between 2 team captain and 4 Dubs. That's one for the judge. The winning time 28.88. And the Jervis Street Shopping Centre Open 525 went to Trap 2 team captain in a thrilling finish. He beat 4 Dubs by the narrowest of margins. Back in third 5 Balboa, and the winning time 28.88.
Classic, the Vodafone Cuchulainn, and the quarterfinals of this valuable 6-bend event was run at Hyles Cross on Friday night. There was great interest in the first heat, where Paul Hennessy's 3 runners dominated the betting, with Dramana Blue the evens favourite in 6, Air Force Amy in 1 and Antrim Classic in 2.
The favourite in 6, Dramana Blue, the hair now behind traps. And away to go, and 5 is off to a flyer, Fairy Girl, but 2 Antrim Classic goes up strongly on the inside, and Antrim Classic leads on the bend from 5 Fairy Blue. Then comes 1, that's Air Force Amy in third. She runs a bit wide off the second bend as Antrim Classic goes on past the stands, a circuit to go. He's 3 in front from 5 Fairy Girl. 1 Air Force Amy now beginning to move. Dramana Blue trying to get into it, but he's cut off back in the fourth bend. And now down the far side, it's Antrim Classic, number 2 leads from 1 Air Force Amy. 4 is next Millie's Award, and here comes 6 Dramana Blue with a big sweeping run, but he's still a lot to do as Antrim Classic leads now in the final bend. But Air Force Amy, she looks the winner at this stage. It's number 1 Air Force Amy takes it up from 2 Antrim Classic, and up the straight it's 1 Air Force Amy the winner. Second is 2 Antrim Classic, and third number 6 Dramana Blue. A 1-2-3 for Paul Hennessy, the time 42.27.
Hennessy also had 2 runners in the second heat, Tyra Piper in 1 and Tyra Rachel in 2. Rachel shared favouritism at 6-4 with Pat Buckley's Droopy Zyke, racing from trap 3. Another fancied runner was Lughill Emily in 4.
They're now coming up behind traps for this second heat. And away to go, Droopy Zyke out well. So 6 on the outside, Sparta Bluebell. 1 Tyra Piper and 2 Tyra Rachel. Pile up on the corner. 1 Tyra Piper is badly balked. And 6 Sparta Bluebell goes clear. From 3 Droopy Zyke. Tyra Rachel was also badly impeded at that opening bend, and she has a lot to do. But it's 6 Sparta Bluebell leading by a few lengths. From 3 Droopy Zyke challenging in second. Then comes 4 Lughill Emily in third. But down the far side, it's 6 Sparta Bluebell being challenged now by 3 Droopy Zyke, and the favourite takes it up. Droopy Zyke leads into the 5th bend from 6 Sparta Bluebell. 4 Lughill Emily is closing in third, and 2 Tyra Rachel is making a move. But off the final bend is 3 Droopy Zyke as Tyra Piper comes back onto the track in front of Miss Droopy Zyke. Going on to win it, Droopy Zyke wins it from 6 Sparta Bluebell in second, and 2 Tyra Rachel is third. The time 42:14. Well, we meet various sports people here over the years at Harold's Cross, and Billy Walsh, one of the most famous amateur boxers in the country. And what was it, something like 7 Irish titles you had in your time, Billy?
Yeah, 7 over a 10-year period. Lost 3 finals as well. It wasn't bad old innings.
And nowadays it's not in the ring, but it's looking after the people in the ring you are, and you're in charge of the Irish team in the forthcoming European tournament.
Yes, I'm the head coach now, and sometimes it's worse being on the outside. You can't do anything about it. But yeah, it's great. It's very rewarding.
Now, the drain of young boxers to the professional ranks, it must really hit the amateurs when you've prepared them and then see them going away from the game, and you have to replace them then for the next tournament coming along. But you still manage to come up with a fair team at the moment.
Yeah, we constantly produce good talent. But the key to success was happened with Wayne McCullough and Michael Crute, that I went through an Olympic cycle and gained experience, and then produce the goods at the next Olympic cycle. So we're trying to hold on to them, and thankful to the Irish Sports Council we're coming up for funding now, that we were able to show the boys that there is a career in amateur boxing now.
Now this tournament, of course, is coming up. It starts on Monday, I believe, and it's huge for Ireland.
Yeah, it's a massive. It's the second biggest championship of the year this year, and we'll have up to 25 countries from all of the European Union countries participating. So it'll be a massive. And we're looking to stage the 2011 World Championships, which will be a qualifier for the 2012 Olympics.
Now this year, of course, there's the World Championships as well, and this is the big thing at the end of the rope, shall we say?
Yeah, this year is a qualification for the Olympics for next year at the World Championships, and the guys at this European Union Championships have their chance to book their seat on the plane to Chicago for the World Championships. So they're really out to impress this week.
Now, any big names that you really see out there in the current Irish amateur scene that you tell people just to watch out for in this tournament and then later on in the majors?
Yeah, we've got 3 or 4 lads that are in. We've 3 lads actually in the top 8 in Europe at the moment, ranked. So if they stay in that by the end of the year, they should be going to the Olympic Games. We have Kenneth Egan, who was a European medalist, number 3 in Europe. Darren Sunderland, number 3 in Europe, and Rai Sheehan, number 5 in Europe. So those guys, and we have a couple of lads on the fringes in 9th to 10th. If they got a half decent draw, Eric Donovan, Conor Hearn, those guys can put themselves on the podium as well.
So exciting times ahead for our amateurs.
Yes, and they're all working really hard. You know, these guys make a hell of a sacrifice and commitment. They give up work, they give up their lifestyles, give up their love lives to come in and train twice a day and to follow their dream. You know, and thankfully they're pushing all the way to try and get to the Olympic Games.
Well, Billy, hopefully we can all pursue that dream with them.
Well, hopefully, you know, it's a lifetime dream, and you know, these guys, you know, as I said, the sacrifice that they make is substantial. You know, and everybody has a Celtic Tiger now. These guys don't care about any of that. They just get their head down and work hard, and hopefully they'll fulfil their dream.
The betting on the third heat was all about 2 greyhounds. Brendan Murphy's Rockmount Wonder in the blue jacket and Brian King's Shelburne Holly in the orange. 2 dogs with very contrasting styles of running.
2 and 5, the joint favourites here now coming up behind traps, and away they go. It's a very level start. 1 Right So Fido getting a nice run to the corner from 3 Alchemist Reward. 2 Rockmount Wonder gets around in second. The favourite is back in the last position at the moment, Shelburne Holly, as 1 Right So Fido leads past the stands with a circuit to go, being challenged by 2 Rockmount Wonder. These have gone clear from 4 Mowler's Modra in third, and now into the fourth bend, and it's 2 Rockmount Wonder out front, and the favourite has a huge amount of ground to make up as 2 Rockmount Wonder leads from 1 right sub Fido. 4 Mowler's Modra running on, and the favourite's now starting to move, but it's still a fair bit to do as she runs into traffic problems. It's Rockmount Wonder out front from 4 Mowler's Modra, 6 on the outside Danielle's Lemon, and 5 Shelburne Holly, not finding much more, and Rockmount Wonder the winner. Second is 4 Mowler's Modra, and third number 6 Danielle's Lemon, the time 42:40.
Just 5 went to traps in Heat 4, with Shelburne K an absentee from Trap 3. English challenger Local Knowledge went off favourite in the blue jacket, but there was plenty of support for Michael Calvert's Bombers going home in the red, and Dolores O'Connor's Cherry Grove Zulu wearing the stripes.
They're now coming up behind traps, and away they go. Very level start. 1 is out well dug. Bombers going home, but 2 Local Knowledge sets the pace, and it's 2 Local Knowledge leads around the corner from 1 Bombers going home, and 4 Vasey's Pride in third. Heading up now past the stands is 2 Local Knowledge. The UK Raider gone on by 5 lengths from 1 Bombers going home in second. Cherry Grove Zulu checks at the third bend there and loses ground, and into the far side it's 2 Local Knowledge with a lead now of 4 or 5 lengths from 1 Bombers going home, is beginning to close in second. 4 Vasey's Pride is third. Onto the second last corner is still 2 Local Knowledge. Bombers going home is getting closer, but he still has 3 lengths to make up. Off the final bend, 2 Local Knowledge is going to win it surely. Number 2 Local Knowledge wins it. Second is 1 Bombers going home, and 4 Vasey's Pride just holds on for third. The time a very smart 42:06.
Well, it was a very exciting night's racing, and incredibly the draw for next Friday's semi-finals has placed the Hennessy trio together again in a red-hot opening qualifier, which also includes heat winners Droopy's Ike and Rockmount Wonder. It was quarter-final time in the Sporting Press Irish Oaks at Shelburne on Saturday night, and we got right into the action with a tremendous opening heat. Pat Kelly's fastest first-round winner, Alexandrova, ran from 6, while Paul Hennessy's fastest second-round winner, Tyro Margaret, was in the blue. But 2 other major fancies were O. McKenna's Express Tune in the white and Pat Guilfoyle's Miss Firecracker in black.
And away they go. It's 4 out fast. That's Miss Firecracker, but 1 Rath Daniel Judy has taken a flyer. Express Tune is magnificently positioned in third. Alexandrova now putting in a big run up the outside. 2 Tara Margaret has a lot to do. Down the far side it's 1 Rath Daniel Judy, being challenged by 4 Miss Firecracker. There goes Alexandrova. What pace to challenge, but she's cut off on the third bend. Tara Margaret is now steaming onto the scene. It's Miss Firecracker leading for home. Alexandrova on the outside. On the inside Tara Margaret, and Alexandrova, marvellous performance, wins it from 4 Miss Firecracker in second, and 2 Tara Margaret is third. A real thriller. The time 28:89.
A slow start saw Mustang Miranda's winning sequence come to an end in the second round, but O. McKenna's Puppy Oaks winner was much better drawn on the inside in the second heat. Hennessy's Tyro Jean in 3, Liam Curley's Glen 4 in Trap 4, and Keely McGee's Champagne Linda were other major fancies.
The hot favourite in 1. And away pretty well, and she's leading with 5 on the outside. Champagne Linda, 4 Glen 4 is there as well. But around that opening bend, it's number 1 out clear. That is Mustang Miranda from 5 Champagne Linda. Then comes 4 Glen 4 in third, and 3 Tyra Jean now starting her run. But into the third bend, and it's Mustang Miranda out by 2.5 lengths from 5 Champagne Linda. 3 Tyra Jean is now moving into third. Off the final bend, it's Mustang Miranda being challenged by 5 Champagne Linda. And here comes 3 Tyra Jean. What a race! It's mighty close between 1 Mustang Miranda and 5 Champagne Linda. Tyra Jean came home like an express in third. The time 29:07.
Brian Madigan came into the night with a very strong hand. His Lady Jackmar was unbeaten in the Classic and had a very favourable Trap 6 draw in Heat 3. The big question was whether McKenna's Shawanda could make one of her quicker starts in the black jacket. This pair totally dominated the betting.
The favourites are in 6 and 4. Here behind the box. On a way to go, and it's number 2 off to a flyer. Rosemount Chick. 6 going up well, Lady Jackmar. 3 is well positioned, Tired Temptress. On the corner though, it's number 2 out front. That's Rosemount Chick. Leads the way from 3, Tired Temptress. We could have an upset on here. Then in third, a battle with number 1 on the inside, Lies of Silence. In between them, Shawanda, on the outside, Lady Jackmar. Around the bottom bends where number 2 goes on by a length and a half. That's Rosemount Chick. Now the challenge is coming from Shawanda, number 4. Powers up the middle, and 4 Shawanda takes it. It's close for second between 2 and 3. Lady Jackmar might have gone out. The time 29:01.
Madigan was entitled to dream of classic glory with the brilliant Shingon Stan, and she carried a record of 9 wins from 11 starts as she was placed in Trap 2 in the final heat. Hennessy had 2 very useful representatives here in Hello Fiona from 3 and Hello Jenny from 6. Sly Fox in the orange jacket also had her supporters.
The hot favourite in 2, Shingon Stan. Here's the hair. And she's away fast as usual. So is 3 Hello Fiona and 1 on the inside, Ex Libris. Into the corners, 1 Ex Libris, 2 Shingon Stan. But the favourite, she takes a bump there, and here comes 5 Sly Fox. And Sly Fox storms to the front off the second bend. From 2 Shingon Stan, 3 Hello Fiona. On the outside is Flying. On the third bend, and it's Sly Fox out front. From 3 Hello Fiona, then comes 2 Shingon Stan. She's not going to be winning tonight. Up the straight, there's number 5, Sly Fox storms on to win it. Second is number 3 Hello Fiona. 2 Shingon Stan qualifies in third. The time is a brilliant 28:67. Well, really thrilling stuff in the quarterfinals there of the Oaks, and well, all kinds of everything. Upsets, brilliant runs, and Sly Fox, the new name really to come on the scene in the quarterfinal stage. We move on to the semi-finals next Saturday night. The draw has worked out mighty interesting indeed. The major fancies separated quite nicely between the 2 heats. It promises to be a great night at Shelburne again on Saturday.
Our last port of call over the weekend was Limerick for the semi-finals of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St. Leger. An unusual feature was that 11 of the 12 runners were inside seeds, and a number of the leading fancies had very difficult draws. The sole exception was Aidan Tynan's middle seed, Jamie Topnote, a surprise quarter-final winner and wearing the stripes in the opening heat.
And the Hares running for the first semi-final of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St. Leger in 1 more Bale, 2 Tyrone Brett, 3 Monsoon Jack, 4 the favourite Luckhill Joe, 5 is I King, and 6 in the stripes out wide, Jamie Topnote. Here's the bunny. And they hit the lids. 3 Monsoon Jack rapidly away in the centre. 2 Tyrone Brett shows some nice zip up on the inside, but it's 3 Monsoon Jack makes the bend and opens up by 2. 2 Tyrone Brett for Paul Hennessy, bang on the premises in second. Back in third, a further length back is the favourite Luckhill Joe, but he needs to get his skates on, but looks booked to qualify. They head for the second last bend. Monsoon Jack, your leader. Tyrone Brett will not go away in second, neither with Luckhill Joe in third. They're all in with a chance. They turn for the judge. Monsoon Jack, Tyrone Brett finds gear close home, and Tyrone Brett wins in fantastic style. 3 Monsoon Jack was second, 4 Luckhill Joe was third. The time a brilliant 29:50. The result of the first semi-final: first trap 2 Tyrone Brett, second trap 3 Monsoon Jack, and third trap 4 Luckhill Joe. The time 29:50.
PJ, that was a great strong run there from Tyrone Brett.
Yeah, we're delighted now. We're hoping we'll come down that maybe he gets to the final to be in the first 3, but to win it is brilliant. You know, he's the full brother of Tyrone Lee, who's running very well in the English Derby at the moment, so it's great. He's homebred and we're delighted about that.
And of course they're mostly inside seats here tonight, so what are you hoping for?
Well, I suppose, in Limerick, done to many people who want trap 6, so they look at the draw, you should just have that bit of luck. With Tyrone rocking up here in the next race, and Bear the Devil is there. He's a great dog, and I would really love to see Bear the Devil getting through, because Noel's a very good friend of mine going back for years. Noel got me into dogs, so I hope Bear the Devil, even though my own dog is running, I really hope the Bear the Devil does well.
And now on to the second semi-final heat, where last year's Derby favourite Bar the Devil had a very tricky draw in 4, and the big question was whether Noel Mullen's dog could get a clear run.
And the Hares on the spin for the second semi-final in 1 Talon, 2 Tyrone Rocky, 3 Rockingham, 4 Bar the Devil, 5 Hondo Dingle, the track record holder, and 6 Skywalker Duke. They're up behind traps and they hit the lids. One Talon away quite well on the inside. 2 Tyro Rocky showing some nice early pace, and 3 Rockingham also bang there, but it's Tyro Rocky that makes the bend and opens up. Scoots clear by 2. 3 and 5 getting in each other's way there. Rockingham and Hondo Dingle. Here's 6 Skywalker Duke with a run on the wide outside, but 2 Tyro Rocky for PJ Fahey and Glenamady on for a double in the 2 semi-finals. Has shot clear and leads by 6. 6 Skywalker Duke running on very well in second. 4 and 5 also closing up, and they go for the judge. 2 Tyro Rocky, easy peasy, does it in style. 4 Bar the Devil Trooper second. It's a photo third. 6 and 5. The time 29:56. And the result of the second semi-final: first trap 2 Tyro Rocky for PJ Fahey and Glenamady, trained by Paul Hennessy. Second trap 4 Bar the Devil, and third trap 6 Skywalker Duke. The time 29:56.
Well, Paul, that was a lovely double there for you.
Yeah, ran great. Actually, triple. Actually, Tyrrell Earl won his heat at the puppy stake as well. So he got away very well, I suppose. And once he got into the bend in front, he's maintaining. He's very consistent. He's done that clock, I think, the last 3 rounds, and it was wonderful. Thanks be to God.
Of course, he was up against Bar the Devil here, and he really held him off.
Yeah, we just got first run on him, and it's not easy to pick up dogs that are doing 29.50 over 5.50. Now, having said that, he'll probably pick us up in the final, but I we wish him the best of luck. But we got first run tonight, and he was a solo. Bar the Devil got a bit of trouble, and he'd come from behind.
And of course, you're all going to be looking for the insides. The trap 2 seems ideal for him.
He's won from every box. I think he's actually won even from 6 this dog. And, okay, you get lucky if you get a good trap draw, but we're in the final, we can't ask for any more than that, and a bit of luck on the night would be a big help,
It's going to be a strong final.
Yeah, it always is, and it's grand. This is great to be in the final, and the 2 dogs are both homebreds, so that puts a bit of extra gloss on it,
The final of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St. Leger takes place at Limerick Stadium next Saturday night. The trap draw is as follows: in trap 1 Bar the Devil, in 2 Skywalker Duke, in 3 Tyro Brett, in trap 4 Lughill Joe, in 5 Tyro Rocky, and in 6 Monsoon Jack.
Well, Gus, with all inside seeds, the trap draw was vital, and Bar the Devil looks like he's got the ideal trap.
He has indeed. He's the one dog in the competition that actually needs the inside very badly here. I'm saying the delight is now tonight that he did draw trap 1, but it's still wide open contest. He would have to improve on his breaking to win this competition, because it's very, very hot.
It's been a fantastic competition all the way through. You had track records broken. It's just been fantastic.
Well, I'm delighted with it. It has worked out tremendously well. I was a bit sorry for some of the dogs that actually broke the track record that were knocked out, such as Hondo Dingle and Drubby's Deco. But that'll tell you the quality of dogs that was in it, and the best of luck to any of the dogs that can win it.
And of course, next week now there'll be great excitement here. You'll have a huge crowd, I'm sure.
Well, if they don't come to see these dogs coming, we have no business having greyhound racing in Limerick in particular. You see tonight 27.99 track record, national track record broken. First dog ever to break 28 seconds by the Cuchulainn dog. And the likes of him here appearing next Saturday night will tell you what kind of calibre of greyhounds we have running. So I'm delighted to say that we will be showing most of these races to the rest of the country, and I hope it turns out to be a good night.
Next week's programme will feature the final night of the Kerry Agribusiness Irish St. Leger from Limerick, along with the semi-finals of both the Vodafone Cuchulainn from Harles Cross and the Sporting Press Irish Oaks from Shelburne Park, plus the final of the Or Majestic 525 from Galway.
For a complete fixtures list and more information, log on to the Irish Greyhound website at www.igb.ie.